Okay then, I'm going to build Aeldari Jetbike. Now, the good thing is, although I've got 6 of these to put together, because they're all pretty much identical, apart from slight variations in the nose cone and this head, and you've got a choice of 3 different weapons, I think it is. This one, and I think we have another one over here. They're all the same. There's no real variation in them, so that's a positive because it makes putting them together so much quicker. So I'm just going to get myself up and running really. Now, if you are doing combat patrol, you will find, unfortunately, that the instructions are all over the place. So although some things are numbered right, quite a lot of things like the nose cones and stuff are just terribly numbered and misnumbered on the instructions. Okay, so I'm going to start off by getting number 2 and number 1 out, which are the sides of the jet bike. And then just get these tidied up. So as you can see though, it should be quite an easy build, this. And the only thing is, because there's so many contact points, tidying it up is probably going to take the most of the time during this build. See, there's going to be loads of little annoying bits to get perfectly cleaned up. Now, I do love these jet bikes, and to be quite honest, the design of the jet bikes hasn't massively altered over the years. Now, I don't have a jet bike to compare it to an older version, but my guess is if I put them next to each other, there's a very good chance that they probably are very similar, but I think these are a more recent update on the kits, so probably there's a few more details than the old ones had. And unfortunately I don't have any more to actually do a comparison, so can't say that for sure. Okay, now we need to pop on some of the little parts, so I'm going to get out number 4 first, which is the, looks like an exhaust of sorts. I think one of the big things really with this is the cleaning up's going to be quite a bit of a process. It's not going to be too long a job, this one though. I think it's more that there's lots of tiny little fiddly bits as we go along that's going to be part of it. Number 3, I think one of the things about these Aeldari is they're very thin miniatures, which means that being careful not to break things is going to be a big part of it. Now, yep, there we go, pops in there. Sometimes it's good to do a dry fit on certain parts if you're not certain how they go in. Make sure that's properly pushed down as well all the way, otherwise your rider's not going to sit on it properly. Right, number 5, which is the front grille. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. I'm kind of pleased that these all followed exactly the same pattern, because then I don't have to do 6 videos about how to build. I know for a fact that when we get onto the Chaos Space Marines, I'm going to have to potentially do a how to build video for each individual Marine, because of how it's all kind of put together. So I'm not looking forward to that, to be quite honest about it. And that's before I start getting into Marines with different kind of weapon combinations as well. Right, number 6. Not sure what this is. I'll have a look as I go. Maybe foot rests, potentially. That's a difficult bit to get your fingers in the right place to clean up. Let me check this part. So it looks like fins forward. Seems like it goes in there now. Like this. Okay. Carrying on then, so I need parts 8 and 9, which are the individual, I suppose, potentially like little wings, aren't they? The right way around first. There we go. It's good to glue things, dry fit things before you put the glue on, so you're getting in the right way around. Right. So then the other one, number 9. Realise I haven't tidied that part up there. Ewan. Okay, a couple of little fiddly bits to go. 10 and 11. These little, I don't even know what these things are, to be quite honest. They seem to be on a lot of Aeldari kits. Potentially, like, I'm going to assume they potentially are antennas, or they could just be purely aesthetic. Or, you know, potentially improve, I don't know, like psychic defenses. Who knows? It's quite an interesting little thing to wonder about Aeldari stuff. Like, what is the function? Certain things. I'm just trying to work out. Oh, I've put that on back to front. Should flow backwards. And then the other one, number 11. That is a problem. I have snapped it. Dang. Throwing things across the room now as well. I think it's going to be problematic because I've managed to damage it trying to clean it up. So if you accidentally do that, normally I'm so much more careful about bits that I know are easy to damage, but I've not supported that one properly. So if that happens, then hopefully this will go on alright. I'm going to have to remember that when I'm doing the other 6, that this is very easy to break. Hopefully it'll go back on though nicely and it won't be a problem. Okay, now the nose cone. So number 7 here. And then this one on this kit is number 18. As I said, on the actual instructions, it's just all over the place. It's like calling it 19, 20, 21. I don't know who made that mistake. Excess on this to cut off as well, frustratingly. Of course, you got to really be gentle about this part, cleaning it up, because you'll end up damaging it potentially. Right, try fit this, make sure it goes in right. Seems the glue is best off running here, like so. And then this is going to sit on this nose here. So. Oh, that looks really cool, doesn't it? This is a fantastic model. I do like the look of it. It's very smooth, I suppose, would be one way to describe it. Now, looks like you've got potentially some choice here of adding, I think, I'm just looking here, this part here. Now, it seems to be numbered number 32. And basically, if you want to have this thing raised, you keep it as is. Let me just pop this out a second. Along with this number 15 by the look of it. Just having a look at this thing, so yeah. Now, this is the bit where we've got to make a decision now on our model about whether we want what I assume is this, like some kind of console display. So if you want it raised, let's make sure I'm getting this in the right way. Raised up slightly, then you keep it like this so that it's upwards. Now, however, if you want it to be flat to create a smoother appearance, which I think I'm going to go for. I think it just probably looks better. You need to cut that off. And then this should fit flat in here. So you can have it either way. It depends whether you want that screen raised upwards or not. I want mine down because I think it looks smoother like that. Okay, now weapons. So you got the twin-rinked shuriken catapult, a scatter laser, which I think is this one. I'm not sure what this one is. Potentially a heavier weapon, maybe, that you shouldn't put on every single bike. Maybe you should only put it on one or two of them. Again, that's a kind of little bit of research you need to do sometimes, isn't it? Looking at the design, it could be a shrieking cannon, because it looks like it's got the very similar shape to the catapult, but it's longer. So it could be like a heavy weapon version. But either way, you can pick any one of those. Okay. Now, that looks like the actual bike itself is built. And now we've got to build the actual Aeldari. So, start off with the body. I'm so glad that each one of these bikes are like all identical, because I have to admit, I do kind of feel like I've not got a lot of time at the moment. So not having to record my entire process is going to be so much better, and then I can speed myself up and get myself onto the painting so much sooner, because I've really got a lot of painting I've got to catch up on as well. Plus, before I know it, my next set of deliveries are going to be turning up before I know it. Okay, it looks like you really do need to... Gosh, there's a lot of tidying up to do on this one to get it to meet together. This guy does seem to... This body's very bad for not holding together as well properly. Just trying to make sure I get the glue in all the right places to make it bond right. There we go. Right. Okay. Next, I will need to get out the legs, which is 1331. Okay, head. Feel like it, you can mix and match the heads from different kits here. In fact, if I've got time, I'll actually do a video on maybe kit bashing one of these guys to make him look like a leader. Right, 22 and 23 on the arms, just to kind of give a difference to the actual leader. So he's maybe got a unhelmeted head or something. Let's make sure that I'm getting this positioned right. So what we need to do then is we need to get the arms locking in just the right pose, because if these arms are in the wrong place, we're going to have a few problems. Which is always an issue with things like arms. So let's make sure that when the arms set, they are exactly where they're supposed. Gosh, I forgot how much I hate putting arms on bikers. Absolutely forgot how much I hated this part. Because I don't want to glue him on yet. Because what's going to happen is if I do that, it's going to be harder to paint. Gosh, I just forgot how much I hate doing this when you've got a bike rider you don't want to glue. It's been a long time since I've had to do one like this, because the chaplain on bike that we got is like you have to kind of glue him on early on, whereas this is very different. There we go. Making sure that he's actually going to look. Now, the problem is now his head is too down, so make sure that you pull it up. So basically, his head is glued in a odd position there. It's kind of settled in an odd position, so I want to make sure that the head is actually facing forward. This part. Stay still while I make sure you're gluing right. Stay still. Gosh, I hate this part so much. There we go, finally. And I've gone and broke that part again. Yay, there we go. So other than that, where I'm having to just reset it, I think we're good. And there we have it. Right. Finally, I'm not going to glue this on, because if I glue this on, it's going to look horrible when I need to spray it. Basically, this is our flight stand. Let's take him off now. and basically this will glue into there when it's done. However, I don't really want to glue that yet, because when I spray paint this, it's going to muck this up. I mean, what I could do is, and I probably will when I spray paint it, I'll probably wrap that in masking tape, then kind of temporarily hold it in there while I do the spraying so I can get underneath easier. But other than that, that is all there is to it. That is our Windrider Jetbike done. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you when I paint this.